Good morning. How are you all? Fine? Say with energy. Good morning. Yes. Okay, current affairs. Last week. So first news is the Lokayukt, an anti-corruption institution. What is the news? Please read the newspaper every day because we have seen now mains was there, right? GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you check the mains paper? No? Please go and check and analyze the paper. We have already done the analysis part. So you can watch the video also. It is there on YouTube. So we have analyzed the paper and what we find is newspaper reading is very crucial for your preparation. Two things are very important, newspaper reading and revision. So many topics which are asked in the examination in prelims and mains, they are indirectly related to newspaper. Not directly, but yes, the concepts like cloudburst was in news, GLOF is in news. So they are asking about the mechanism. What is the mechanism of cloudburst? What is a cloudburst? What is a twister? Geography. So direct simple questions are coming, but it has been mentioned in the newspaper, so it becomes very, very important. History also, if we see, art and culture also, if we see, questions were direct. Art and architecture of Pallavas. Why Cholas was a golden period? What they did? What is the contribution of Cholas? Every year we see that some dynasty's contribution is asked. Why? Because they were in news. Right? What was the news? 2-3 times they were in news. So current affairs becomes very relevant for us because these topics will be asked. Lokayukta, what kind of question can come from Lokayukta? So what is happening? Karnataka CM faces an investigation for allegedly misusing his position to acquire 14 plots for his wife. Okay? So this becomes what? What are the two key issues related to this topic? Two key issues. One is corruption. Second is misuse of power. Okay, third one is? Third issue is what? Third issue is what? Very important. Accountability, right? Accountability, transparency, these are things. This is the power. Why Lokayukta is in news? Because they make people accountable for their action, right? Lokayukta's major responsibility is their decisions are not binding on the government, okay, but it makes people accountable. So we will look at all the perspectives, okay. So accountability issue, because now he has to give answer, right? Why, what kind of questions will be coming from this topic? So a case study on the Lokayukt's investigation. What is the topic overview? Understanding. Now Lokayukta comes into the picture. So understanding the Lokayukta and its role in addressing corruption. What is its role and grievances? Corruption and grievances at the state level. So all the things related to Lokayukta we will cover. Concept origin. How did this term, this thing originate? Inspired by Scandinavian ombudsman system. Don't talk please. Recommended by ARC 1966 to 70. First implementation in 1971. Okay, now this statement can be asked. First implementation, and because it is a very important body. 1971 it was first established, Maharashtra state, and Lokayukta have been implemented across most Indian states. Okay, next thing is Act. There is an Act which is called Lokpal and Lokayuktas Act 2013. Now, what is the provision? It mandates that every Indian state has to establish a Lokayukta intended to investigate allegations of corruption and grievances. See, these are the two things that you have to focus on, corruption and grievances. Okay, so corruption cases it investigates. Now the structure part. What is the structure? So headed by a Lokayukta and Up-Lokayuktas, right? And it varies. The Up-Lokayuktas will vary from state to state. Next is appointed by the governor. Very, very important point. Okay, 2-3 points are very important. First, implementation in which state, appointed by whom? Because questions will be asked from this thing. And then with the state chief justice and leader of the opposition. Very, very important. State Chief Justice and Leader of the Opposition. Jurisdiction is what? Cases against the public servants and including ministers and government officials. That is why it becomes important. And who is the person against whom we are investigating the case? Who is that person in news? Chief Minister, right? Chief Minister. Powers of a Lokayukta is what? Powers of Lokayukta. Temperature down. Powers of Lokayukta. So, investigation of public servant, suo motu powers are also there, can initiate investigations without formal complaints. So, what questions related to Lokayukta will come? They will ask about these points. Recommendation, autonomy. Is there any autonomy given? Functions independently of government interference but faces resource and operational challenges. It is independent but the decisions are not binding. This becomes a challenge, right? But it is making other people's accountable. Accountability is there. It is asking questions. That is also very important, right? So, independence is there, but there are resource challenges, operational challenges are there. Okay. Now, investigation process. So, investigation was ordered by a special court against Siddharamaiah for allegedly misusing his position and obtaining these plots. Okay. Next is significance. It reflects significance of Lokayukta. It reflects that Lokayuktas act as a check on high-ranking officials, including the Chief Minister. This is the importance of Lokayukta. Okay. Next is current status. What is the current status of the case? It is addressing corruption allegation even at the highest level of the power. Now there are different perspectives related to this topic. Legal perspective is there, social perspective. Why it is important? If any questions come in the mains paper also, so you can have different perspective to write. Social perspective, governance perspective is there. So legal perspective, they are not legally binding. The recommendations are not legally binding, which limits its effectiveness, right? They can't take direct actions. They can only recommend. Okay, this part is very important. However, the investigative role is crucial for ensuring accountability. So accountability comes in the picture. Okay. This is where it holds relevance. Political perspective, high profile investigation bring political pressure but can be perceived as politically motivated. There is social perspective also, public confidence. If it works properly, public confidence will be maintained, right? You will be confident about your people. Lokayukta, if we have trust in police, if we have trust in administration, what will happen? Shweta? Amrita, what will happen if we have trust in administration, public, police, government? How will it impact? People will start cooperating, supporting citizens. They will have faith in government, right? They will obey the things, yes or no? If you trust someone, what will you do? You will cooperate, no? Right? Governance perspective is also there. They are essential to ensuring clean governance, good governance, right? These are the two words, but the dependence on state resources. What are the challenges? Everything is given in the PPT. Challenges are what? There were two challenges, right? Which impacted their functioning. First is resource challenge. Second is operational challenge. So, their dependence on state resources. Resource challenge, it hinders their autonomy, right? So, it is impacting their functioning. Okay. Second thing, state government's cooperation is key to their success. So, state government has to cooperate in order to make them work efficiently. Okay. Challenges are written, lack of binding powers. They don't have binding powers. And then political interference is also there. So, we need state cooperation so that they can work efficiently. Resource limitations are there and public awareness we need. So, these are the challenges that Lokayuktas face. So, holistic kind of idea I have provided you about the Lokayukta. Okay. Future of Lokayukta. So, we have to do what? Conclusion part. we have to do? We have to strengthen legal powers, right? Either make them their recommendations binding, then only we can do some good governance. Ensuring autonomy will also be good, right? Public engagement, public awareness with these people is very important. And then conclusion part. So what is the key takeaway? It reflects both the strength and limitation of the Lokayukta institution in India. What are the keys, what are the strengths and challenges? Okay, so this is how we will cover this topic. Any confusion? Any confusion? So these are the questions for you. Write this question and answer. Try to write the answers for these questions. Otherwise, I don't think you guys are writing the answers. Whenever I tell you some questions, you don't write answers, no? Now you write these questions and at home you write the answers, okay? And get it checked by me, if you guys have time. This will make you understand better this topic. Everything is mentioned. Whenever any body, any organization is in news, cover everything related to that body. Mains perspective also and prelims perspective also. It will not only help you in political science paper, but also other papers also, ethics also, right? You can give good examples from these cases. Case study it is, right? So ethics paper also, it will help you. Other paper also, it will help you. So you should know how to use your resources. That is also very important. Not only having the content part, content you can have, so much of content is there, right? But how to use it efficiently in your answers, that makes the difference. Done? Has everyone written the questions? How can Lokayuktas be made more effective in curbing corruption in state administration? Who will answer this question? Raise your hand. Who will answer first question? Anybody? Yes? How they can be made more effective? Anyone would like to answer this question? First question. No one? Yes, raise your hand. Question number 1, answer. You guys already know everything, right? Tell me the answer. 2-3 points. You don't have to elaborate it. Just give me 2-3 points, 2-3 words, how we can make it more effective. Okay, write the answers. Okay, India joins the Mineral Security Finance Network. Very, very important. India joins what? What? Mineral Security Finance Network. This short form we will use throughout the topic. Okay, MSFN. So India joins US-led MSFN, aligning with its effort in EV, electronics and semiconductors industries. Very, very important, future of the world. These things, these technologies are the future. What is a semiconductor? What is a semiconductor? Semiconductors are in news. If you are reading newspaper regularly every day, then you might be knowing semiconductors are in news. Yes or no? Semiconductors every day are coming in news or not? Huh? What all news are coming related to semiconductors? Yes, tell me. What all news are coming related to semiconductors? What are semiconductors? Semiconductors are? Semiconductors are? Think. Tell me. What are semiconductors? Yes, tell me. Semiconductors are future. Semiconductors are the new oil. Okay, semiconductor are the chips. Basically it is chips, right? And it is the new oil. It is the future. What is the expected market of semiconductors? What India is doing in the semiconductors market sector? Write this question. What India is doing in the semiconductor sector? Because there is a very good potential of questions coming from this topic, because this is the future. We will be using semiconductors from rockets to cars. We will be using semiconductor everywhere, from rockets to cars it will be used. It is the future. It is called the new oil. So you can guess the relevance of this semiconductor. And India is planning to do what? To become a partner in the supply chain initiative of semiconductor, because only few countries are now having what? The hold over this market. Okay, manufacturing also. So India is also doing its bit. Okay, so supply chain market. India joins this network. Now what will happen? Strengthening global cooperation for critical mineral supply chain. So critical minerals are also important, semiconductors are also important. Critical minerals, what are critical minerals? Very, very important. For application part, tell me. Application part becomes very important, semiconductors also and critical minerals also. So tell me application part of critical minerals. They are used for what? Critical minerals. And why they are called critical minerals? Critical minerals, by the name itself, is telling its value. Critical minerals means? Very important, no? Critical. It is critical. First of all, it is critical. It is a mineral and it is critical. Its availability is not there everywhere. Okay. It is not available in every country. Few countries have hold over critical mineral supply also, like China, right? So we are dependent for most of our critical minerals on China. 100% dependence is there in some critical minerals. Okay? So go and read about critical minerals. What are critical minerals? They are not available, resources are not there, or even if they are, we need what? We need to do the mining. So that process also takes what? We need resources for that also. Right? Technology we need, yes or no? And critical minerals are used, where do we use critical minerals? Why are we going after this critical mineral? Because they will be used in clean energy. They are very good for clean energy. They will be used in medical devices also. So there are multiple applications of critical minerals. So they are also used in batteries, medical devices also, and then energy, emission, lower emission, okay? Now, understanding the mineral security finance network and its significance in securing this supply chain. Part of the broader MSP led by the US. So this network is a part of Mineral Security Partnership, which is also led by US, and then it aims to, what is the aim of MSFN? Chain for critical minerals necessary for clean energy and advanced technology. So we have to advance our technology, and for that we need critical minerals, for that we need semiconductors. Okay, next is key minerals. So these are critical minerals: lithium, cobalt, and then nickel, rare earth minerals, critical for electronics and renewable energy technologies. So this is the application part which will be asked in exam. Okay, like electric vehicles, solar panels and semiconductors. So these will be used in these places. Okay. Now, global focus. Why we are focusing, or every country is focusing? Because we need to do what? Reduce dependency on China, okay, for these critical minerals. Because if we are dependent on one country, so it becomes their power. They have power and we are dependent on them, right? So anytime anything can happen. Reducing dependency on China. So 70% of the rare earth production and dominates mineral processing also. Goal is to diversify the mineral sourcing. There should be diverse what? Countries should be there, different countries should be there, right? Who are the players in this critical mineral market, and then reduce reliance on China. Very critical, very significant for energy transition. Minerals like lithium and cobalt, very important, and they are essential for batteries, for EVs, and making this MSFN mission vital for global energy transition, which is why we are after this critical mineral and this network. Okay. Objectives of MSFN, very important. So, public-private cooperation, global mineral supply, resilience, and uniting development finance institutions. These are the objectives of this MSFN. Okay, you can read the objectives. India's role in MSFN. What is India's role? Alignment with national priorities. What is our national priority? This mineral, what is the full form of MSFN? Network, right? So what will it do? Why we are interested in this network? Because it is aligning with our vision of clean energy, clean transition India has to achieve. So India is taking different initiatives, whether it is related to renewable energy sector or these critical mineral availability. So India's entry in this network supports its push towards EV. Why we are switching to EV? Because of clean energy, less emission, right? Electronic semiconductors and stable supply of critical minerals so that we can advance our technologies also. Okay. Next is reducing supply chain vulnerability is very important. We have to reduce this vulnerability. We cannot be, Shanish, come here. Vulnerability, okay. So risk is there. When we are too much dependent on someone, we are at the risk. So we have to reduce this. Okay, participation will diversify its mineral sources and reducing reliance on Chinese import. And also, when we are doing this, we are supporting our vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat, right? Manufacturing. If we are manufacturing semiconductors, our vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat will be fulfilled. Atmanirbhar. Self-dependent, right? Challenges are also there. China's dominance is there, and then environmental and social concerns are there. Okay, what are the environmental and social concerns? So mining is a concern, right, which leads to environmental degradation, impacts every, not only humans and animals, but also ecosystem, you can say. Human rights violations are there in certain region. Ethical mining practices are also a concern when it is not being done in a proper way. Okay, national and global perspective on this network. Different perspective we have to know. So economic perspective is there, geopolitical perspective. This is why it is very important. Sustainability perspective is also there. Whenever we talk about minerals, sustainability has to be there, right? So focus is on responsible sourcing, and then sustainable mining practices should be there. Second point is technological perspective. As the world transitions to clean energy, supply of minerals become more critical. If we need to transition to clean energy, we need more minerals, right? So its demand will be higher and supply will be critical, more critical, and EVs, renewable, same thing, semiconductor, for this we need. And then geopolitical perspective is there. This network reflects the growing strategic alliance cooperation, partnership between nations, and then it strengthens the bond between nations. So this is becoming another platform to make bilateral relations with countries, stronger relations, right? Okay. Economic perspective is also there. What economic perspective is there? It can stabilize the price of critical minerals. Risk is less. So we will be more stronger, right? So position will be what? We can stabilize the price. It also promotes competition, lowering the risk of disruption when any activity, any disaster or any tension is there. Geopolitics, okay? So risk will be less. Impact on India, very, very important. Whenever we discuss any topic, whenever we read any topic, this has to come in your mind, that what will be the impact on India, whatever initiative, whatever action we are taking, okay? Enhanced strategic position. So if we are manufacturing semiconductors, it will make us a partner in the supply chain. Second thing, it will make our position stronger in the geopolitics also, global level also, right? It will fulfill our vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat, and then strong position, strong image of India will come. Yes, India's inclusion improves its position in global supply chain. Second, it helps compete in sectors like electric mobility. So many things are associated, right? If we are manufacturing things, we are becoming not only independent but also helping others also, right? So they will be dependent on us, right? Many things will be there. And then investment in domestic capabilities, financial resources, technical expertise, boost to key industries will be there. Growth will be there, okay? Electronics, manufacturing, EV production, they will benefit, and economic growth will be there. Challenges for India. What are the challenges? Investment will be a challenge, yes? And infrastructure gap will be a challenge. Second thing is environmental considerations are also there. And the conclusion part. You can read this slide, write the question. Try to write the answers of every topic. Very, very important. Whatever topic I have chosen is very important, very critical. So please try to write the answer so that you can do the revision part. This is for your revision, okay? Because very important to revise the notes. Not only you should attend the classes, but you should revise the notes also, okay? How can India maximize the benefits of its inclusion in the MSFN? What steps should India take to develop its own critical mineral reserves? Very important question, very, very important. What steps can India take to develop its own reserves? And then how can this promote sustainable and ethical mining practices globally? Which is also a cause of concern. Ethical practices, mining, it should be sustainable. Adarsh, are you writing the questions? Who will give me a summary of the topic? Raise your hand. This also we will make a new thing in our class, that whenever we finish a topic, one student will stand up and summarize the topic. Yes, Aslam, you will give the summary. You guys are not taking the initiative yourself, huh? So I will have to take names now. Who will give? Krishna? No? Amrita? Anishnav? Joel? Sri Lakshmi? Summarize the topic. Anup? Irshad? Okay, done? Done. Okay. Bhagat Singh. Revisiting the thoughts and writing of Bhagat Singh on his birth anniversary. Who is Bhagat Singh? Huh? Read the slide. Title, subtitle, revolutionary, thinker and leader, movement, freedom, movement. Very, very important personality. And questions, how questions come from the leaders and personalities from history, past. What kind of questions come? Tell me the kind of question that comes. What kind of questions will come from MSFN? MSFN, what kind of questions will come? From MSFN? Who is leading the initiative? First. Second? Huh? Challenges. Prelims. Okay, and third? They can ask about the countries who have reserves, right? Reserves are found. Lithium is found in which of the countries? Because these are in news. Lithium, cobalt, nickel. Very important. So they can ask. You can expect these kind of questions anytime. Okay? And then this Bhagat Singh. Leaders. What kind of questions come? Are you guys solving the papers, previous year questions? What kind of questions are coming? Related to books. Right? Articles that they have written. Books that they have written. Okay? So, his contribution as a revolutionary thinker reflect what? Deep engagement with social, political and philosophical issues. He was a believer of what kind of ideology? He was a, He was socialist? Believed in socialist ideology? Multilingual intellectual person he was, multilingual, linguistic versatility, wrote extensively in Urdu, Punjabi, Hindi and English. What happens when you know different languages? What happens when you know different languages? What happens when you travel? Exposure. You will read, you will have many things to read now, right? When Britishers came, right, what happened? People started learning English language and then they started learning about their culture also, what they are doing in London also and all over the world also, what is happening in the world. They started reading it, newspapers. So awareness was generated, right? Awareness was there in the minds of the people. Then they were knowing that these people are actually exploiting us, Britishers. They are doing what? They are exploiting us, right? So demonstrated a profound understanding of cultural and linguistic issues. So it creates an awareness, okay? Second thing, example, the problem of Punjab's language and script. He has written and he emphasized that, this will be asked, okay? He emphasized that the cultural and linguistic depth of the Punjabi people. Second, advocated for recognition and preservation of linguistic diversity. So this point becomes important, and second point that is important is the other books. Okay. Critique of media and communalism. He was against that communalism. And then criticized the media for inciting communal tension instead of promoting national unity. He was against inequality, right? Why did he favor socialism? Why did he favor socialism? There was one organization related to Bhagat Singh. He was a member of one organization. What was the name of the organization? Full form? Hindustan Socialist Republic Association. HSRA. Socialist. This socialist word was added because these leaders believed in socialist principle, which believes in what? Equality. Socialism, equality, right? Equality is there. So, second thing that he wrote is communal riots and their solution, and he urged for responsible journalism to foster harmony. Third is students in politics. He wrote Student in Politics in 1928 and he stressed the role of youth in what? Shaping the future of India. These are the important books. And then Social Revolution and Untouchability. He wrote The Problem of Untouchability in 1928, where he highlighted the need for societal change for the true equality. Okay, equality. He wanted equality. Revolutionary ideology was also there. What is a revolution? He has written in 1929. Very, very important. Next is Why I Am an Atheist. Have you read this article? Huh? Why I Am an Atheist? Please go and read. He emphasized the importance of intellectual independence and then human spirit and love. In letters to Sukhdev, Singh expressed how true love inspires strength and resilience. So this much of work he has done, focusing on different aspects. So these are the questions that are important. How did Bhagat Singh's multilingual background influence his revolutionary thoughts? What relevance do Bhagat Singh's critique of media and communalism have in today's context? Very, very important. Second question becomes very important. You can give the example of second question in many of your answers. Okay, related to society. Okay, essay paper also. And then third, in what ways can students today engage politically, drawing inspiration from Bhagat's writing? Third is a discussion kind of thing. So you can discuss this or just research about this third one. Okay? Not writing? Second question is important. So try to answer the second question. And first and third you can have like discussion with your friends. Okay? Done? Only write the second question. First and third are only for discussion, okay? Second question is important. Param Rudra. Simple question that can be asked is what is Param Rudra? So, Prime Minister inaugurated the new Param Rudra supercomputers, strengthening India's research and technological infrastructure. So, direct question will be coming from this topic, and this is the PIB publication. So, why this is important? Because of India's supercomputing capabilities. Okay? Supercomputing capabilities. So, syllabus portion, science and technology, right? Application awareness in the field of IT, space, computers, robotics, and then significance. What is the significance of Param Rudra? So, it is boosting our research capabilities. It will enhance India's research capacity in areas like physics, cosmology, earth science, and weather predictions. So, this is the application part which becomes important, and it will empower young scientists also with cutting edge technology. So, this is the application part and significance of Param Rudra. Key areas of importance: disaster management. This supercomputer will help us in disaster management. Next is industrial growth, agriculture, national capability in science and technology. This is also the application area. Okay, whatever technology we have, we should know the application part also. Next is supercomputing in India, origin and milestone. So, it originated in 1987. India shifted focus to strengthen indigenous supercomputing development in 1987 after being denied access to the Cray XMP by the United States of America. Param series developed by CDAC, very, very important body, CDAC, for the research technological advancement. It became India's flagship supercomputing project. Which project? Flagship supercomputing project. This point is important. Param series. Okay. Next is major computers are Param Siddhi AI, Param Pravega, Param Utkarsh, Param Shivai, Pratyush Mihir for weather forecasting. So, kind of question that will come from this part is what? What kind of questions will be asked? Tell me. 2-3 statements will be given, right? They can ask that Pratyush and Mihir are used for what, right? Param AI, AI supercomputer Eravat. So they can give 2-3 statements. So this is related to Eravat, puts India among top supercomputing league. It was 2023 publication, okay, and it ranks 75th in top 500 supercomputing list. So who is on the top? This also becomes a question. First, second and third. There are students standing outside, I think. Call them also, okay? Yes, top position. Find this answer. Who are the top 3 leaders in supercomputing list? Okay? Application. Weather forecasting, genomic sequencing, space exploration, aviation engineering, and what is the importance? Global leadership of India will be proven and self-reliance in technology will be there. So we need research capabilities in India. In every sector, research should be there, right? Innovation should be there, creativity should be there. And this is the focus of our government also, innovation, creativity, entrepreneurship. What are the focus areas? Tell me. Harshad, focus areas of government. It is not written here. It is a general question. We read every day in the newspaper. Focus areas of government. Government is focusing on what? Key areas. Topics. And Ishna? Transportation, semiconductor, manufacturing, defense technology, right? And AI, AI also. There are so many things. Women also, women empowerment. Yes? Okay, so it is important because of research and technological innovation, which is very important. Eastern Rajasthan Canal Project. Eastern Rajasthan Canal Project, ERCP. A new memorandum of agreement is being signed between Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. So, first question that can come is ERCP. Between which states? Which states? Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh for a modified version of ERCP. So, these are the 2 states that are in news. Addressing water scarcity. Why this is in news? Water share, right? Water dispute, water sharing issue, and then water scarcity is there. Okay? How many states are facing water scarcity in India? What is the water scarcity issue in India? What is the level of water scarcity? Around 2050, how many states will not get water? Will not have water reserves? Groundwater. Do these research, very, very important data. Okay? Groundwater table, how many states are facing the scarcity? Okay? Syllabus, geography, interstate water dispute and issues and government policies and intervention. What is the aim? To address the drinking water and irrigation needs in 13 districts of Rajasthan by linking this river and improving the water resource utilization. Rivers involved are, there are 3 rivers that are involved. Chambal, Parvati and Kali Sindh river. Okay. You can read about the tributaries, and the origin is also very important. Okay. River name you have to remember. Significance is what? Drinking water. Water shortage is there. Irrigation, water. For irrigation we need, and then interstate cooperation also is needed when these two are interstate river it is, right? Dispute, ERCP. Challenges are what? Balancing water distribution, and then ecological and environmental concerns are also there. When this river dispute issue comes, what happens is there are different challenges. Environmental challenges are also there because of the linking, river water linking project. Okay. Opportunities, promoting the cooperation between states and reducing regional water scarcity. So it will help. These are the solutions also. And then enhancing the productivity in the region. Okay. What happens? Okay, this question came in mains. Will the unavailability of water impact the food security in India? Please go and read all the questions that are being asked in the mains paper 2024. Okay, what is the relation? Is there any relation between the water scarcity and food security of India? Tell me, is there a relation? Water scarcity and food security? What? This question has come, so we can use these data, groundwater depletion, right? How many states will be facing water shortage by 2050, 2030, 2040, right? So, what is the relation, Irshad? Stand up and speak. What is the relation? Water scarcity and food security relation. Relation. Very simple, no? Yes, tell me. It's very simple. What is the relation between water scarcity and food security? Can water scarcity impact the food security of India? How?
Because water is for agriculture, for production.
So, water scarcity will lead to less food production. Less food production will lead to less food security. Food security will not be there, right? Okay, simple, na? Okay. There was a study conducted in Uttar Pradesh district, one of the district of Uttar Pradesh, and then this report was published in the newspaper. And because of that reason, the question came in mains. Conclusion part is given. Next is semiconductor, again in the news, fabrication plant. Semiconductor fabrication plant. India, US have announced a collaboration to establish India's first, and it becomes very, very important, India's first semiconductor fabrication plant focused on defense and national security. So it has given the purpose also. This project aims to reduce dependence. Everything is given in the context part only, that we want to reduce the dependence on imports and then boost India's technological capabilities. Same thing, technological capability, research, and then strengthening the defense sector. Atmanirbhar Bharat will also come into this. Okay, so you can include many points here. Okay, now the syllabus portion is what? Science and technology, and what are the forms that are involved, because these questions are asked when COVID vaccines were there. So questions came, 2 times it came in the paper, right? That which has developed which vaccine, right? So this semiconductor, this is India's first, so it becomes important. Bharat Semi, and third I-Tech, Indian startups, and then companies have collaborated earlier also. So company name is important, founder will not be asked. Initiatives are what? India's semiconductor initiatives, very, very important. So semiconductor mission is there, ISM provides a 50% subsidy for semiconductor project, and plant is for national security aimed at manufacturing chips used in missile seekers, night vision devices. This is the application part. Okay. Next is self-reliance initiative are also there. Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. Make in India, you know, right? Defense sector, Make in India initiative. Tell me. You guys wrote the essay, no?
Increasing the production of local goods and services.
Defense sector, Make in India initiative. Did anybody write? Atmanirbhar initiative in defense sector. Self-reliance initiative. The plant strengthens India's role in global semiconductor supply chain. So, Make in India, this point you can write, update Make in India notes, yes or no? In Make in India now you can include this also, right? Ambitious technological self-reliance. What is the strategic importance? Boost to national security and semiconductor leadership will be there, because we are manufacturing, we will be supplying to other countries. So, we become a leader, a part of the group, right? And the conclusion part. So, this leadership will help us crucially for artificial intelligence, quantum computing, all the future technologies which will be crucial. Globe network, this is another network, many networks are coming. Globe network, India has been elected to the steering committee of Globe network, global initiative for tackling corruption and financial crimes. Which is the other body for financial corruption crimes? Which is the other international body? One more body is there. This is also an international body. Globe network. One more body is there for financial corruption. Full form? Task Force, FATF. Very important body. Okay, question might come from there also. Okay. So, India is elected to this Globe network. Anti-corruption efforts. What are the India's roles in anti-corruption efforts? International relation, money laundering, these are the syllabus portion. Globe network launched in June 2021 under the G20 framework. This is important. United Nations General Assembly special session against corruption. Okay, this is the origin of the Globe network. So, it is a recent body. It is important. Okay. Next is members, 121 member countries, and aim is what? Cross-border corruption, and then financial crime and support asset recovery efforts. Okay. These are the aim of this body. Powers of Globe network. Asset recovery is their strategic planning and global cooperation. Significance is what? India has been elected. Now, what is the significance that it holds for India? It's active role. India can now contribute to anti-corruption, global anti-corruption efforts, yes or no? So, if we are contributing, we will also be implementing those things, learning from outside world and then implementing in our country also, by leveraging our extensive experience in tackling corruption domestically. So, we can also contribute and we can also learn. So, this will be the role. Global leadership will be provided, and particularly following its G20 presidency in 2023. So, leadership point you can add in many of the things. This is the conclusion part. What is the importance? Combating corruption globally, first point, and then position itself as a global leader in what? Anti-corruption initiative. Okay. UN Summit of the Future 2024. Very, very important. UN Summit of the Future 2024. Tools and institution for global peace, security and finance outdated. Acknowledges the, who acknowledges? Secretary General. Okay. So, what are the problems? Basically, it is telling us what, Avishma? What are these things? These are the challenges that United Nations is facing, yes or no? United Nations as a body has many challenges, has many issues with it, which has to be modified, which has United Nations needs reforms. Yes or no? So this is a voice of the developing country that United Nations needs reform. So they are telling the problems. Tools and institution for global peace. United Nations was made for what purpose? Global peace, maintain the security, global peace. And then security and finance. These are outdated now. So we have to reform the institution. Okay, bodies. Prime Minister participated and then advocating for necessary changes to global governance. Global governance is a good word. Remember this, global governance. So if India becomes a member of the United Nations Security Council, what will happen? UNSC. United Nations Chief welcomes 3 landmark agreements as a step change towards more effective, inclusive and networked multilateralism. So see the words that papers are using, very good words. Inclusive, effective and networked multilateralism. Reforming global governance for the 21st century. Reforming global governance. Bodies will be reformed. Okay? All the countries who are asking for a voice or for power in the institution, in the bodies, now the change will be coming. Okay? International relation portion. Okay, what is the UN Summit of the Future 2024? Simple question that can be asked is, this will be given and statement will be given. 3-4 statements will be given. What is the aim? Reform and strengthen international governance to tackle, we already know all the problem, peace, security, global peace, security and financial issues. Science and technology, key outcome, very important. So it will address sustainable development goals, climate action, AI governance, because the world is changing. AI is also a new thing, right? And many challenges are there. Digital equity also we need, right? Key highlights. Theme is what? Very, very important theme. Multilateral solution for a better tomorrow. Multilateralism. Multilateral solution. Pact for the future. It focuses on accelerating sustainable development goals and then promoting nuclear disarmament. What is nuclear disarmament? What is nuclear disarmament? Huh? Disarm. Disarm means? Disarm means? Disarm. No arms, right? Nuclear disarmament means what? Not promoting the nuclear technology, right? For what purpose? Violence, war, right? And then ensuring equitable digital access. This is also very important. Digital access, equitable. It should be equitable. Means what? Equitable digital access means? Equitable digital access means? Find this answer. Very important. Huh? Equitable digital access. And what India is doing for it. Global Digital Compact. It promotes AI governance and technology access. So Global Digital Compact, which will promote the governance and technology access, declaration on future generation, and then India's role and stance at the summit. Very, very important. India's role, India's position whenever it participates in any summit, any conference, we should know what India has contributed or what it has got. So called for expanding the Security Council membership. It is giving a voice for this expansion of the Security Council membership, and many countries are also favoring it, okay, to reflect the modern realities. Digital governance we need, cooperation for this equitable digital access. Digital access we need, know what is digital access. It should be accessible to everyone. But what is equitable digital access? Find the meaning, then you will understand this thing. Global leadership will also be provided. So advocated for India's larger role in Security Council. What is the pact for the future? So it will address the climate change, conflict and peace and security. These are the issues that world is facing right now. And then key points, sustainable development, peace, security and technology. These are the key points of the pact of the future. Proposed reforms by the United Nations Security General. What are the proposed reform? UNSC reform will be there. Financial reform, enhancing IMF, financial reform, International Monetary Fund, IMF, World Bank. So we have to reform it because we are following what? Generations of rules and laws, all the policies, right? WTO, World Trade Organization, to support debt-stricken developing countries. Developing countries need investment, they need financial help, right? Then only they'll be able to switch to what? Cleaner technology also. If we have set a target for developing countries, they need infrastructure, they need investment, right? And for that they need money. Money, from where will it come? These bodies will be providing. So reform is needed in these bodies also to achieve the sustainable development goals, and goals are what? Reduce hunger, no hunger, zero hunger is there, and then cleaner technology is there, equitable access to resources is there, many things are there, infrastructure is there. So all these things we'll be only getting when we will provide them help, support in whatever way possible, right? India's proposed model for UNSC reform is what? Enlarge the membership, veto right should be given to review after 15 years, and then equitable regional representation should be there, and working method. These are the reforms that are proposed by India. Conclusion part. What are the highlights? All the words that we have used in the topic: global governance, sustainable development, digital access. So these are in the conclusion part. So this is how you conclude. Why I have added this conclusion part in the slide? So that you know how to conclude a topic. Okay? Please understand the relevance. So all these things we have discussed, yes or no? That I have concluded in the topic. Cancer Moonshot Initiative. Cancer Moonshot Initiative. Hello, smile. How are you? Cancer Moonshot Initiative. Quad countries, United States, Australia, India, Japan, they have launched the Cancer Moonshot Initiative. What is this initiative? And it focuses on cervical cancer in the Indo-Pacific region. Why it focuses on cervical cancer in Indo-Pacific region? Very simple question. Because? Why? There must be a need, right? Cervical cancer in Indo-Pacific Ocean. Why? Because it is the third leading cause of death of women. Okay? Third leading cause. This fact also you can use. So all the important things that are coming in the newspaper, please make a good content for all the important facts and data, and then use it in a depending on the need. Okay? Third leading cause of death in women. So women issues are coming, women topics are coming in the mains paper. So you can use all these things whenever the need arises. Okay? So Quad collaboration, it is Moonshot Initiative, Cancer Moonshot Initiative, Quad collaboration, and combat cervical cancer. These are the three important things that we have studied so far. Okay, international relation. So it is a portion of international relation, and objective is to what? Focusing the Indo-Pacific area initially on cervical cancer, which is the third leading cause of death, and then goal is to what? Promote the vaccination. Human papilloma virus vaccination we have to promote. Okay, and then increase the screenings. So prevention is better than cure, right? So at the early stage, if it is being screened, this cancer is being screened, so we can give early treatment, and then we don't have to do that much of treatment, right? Enhance the treatment access also. So accessibility is also important to save the lives. Okay. Key components of the initiative: health, infrastructure, research, collaboration. These are the things that we need. Yes or no? Infrastructure we need, collaboration we need, data system we need, and prevention and detection is the most important thing, right? Prevention and detection at the earliest stage does what? It helps, right? Cost burden is not there of the treatment. And then treatment and care. Improve treatment methodologies and then patient care system. This is the data. Prevention and treatment is there. HPV is a common family of virus that are transmitted through sexual contact. Very easy to transfer. So it is transmitted through sexual contact, and then 99% are caused by 99% of the cases are caused by HPV. What is the target age? When can we check? And when can we, India has initiated a, okay, there is an initiative which is focusing the school girls aged 9 to 14. Do this research, aged 9 to 14. So this is a study conducted that when girls are given some vaccine at the age of 19 to 14, so their HPV, this cancer is eliminated. This can be eliminated in the later age. So India has initiated some steps. Please go and check about that thing, okay? School kids are targeted, okay? Why focus on cervical cancer? Because third leading cause, and then preventable also. It is preventable, which is why we are focusing on the vaccination, on the infrastructure. Early intervention through HPV vaccines and regular screenings can help reduce the influence, incidence and mortality rate. Access issues are also there. Collaboration between Quad countries. So these countries have collaborated. Australia, what are the countries? Tell me. Indo-Pacific. Are the countries in Indo-Pacific region? Australia, Japan, India, yes? And then collaboration between these countries are research collaboration, private and non-governmental partnership, health system support. See, another question that came in GS paper is, what kind of collaboration between government, NGOs and private players will be productive? This was the question that came in mains GS paper. What kind of collaboration will be most productive between these three bodies? So everyone has their own role. Government make policies. NGOs do what? Local level, grassroots level, actions they can take, grassroots level, NGOs, private players, they will boost what? They will, what kind of support they will provide? Research, right? Infrastructure, they can provide, human resource they can provide, yes or no? So these kind of roles are there, and if they work according to their role, then this will be the most productive. And why I am citing this question? Because we can give this example, Cancer Moonshot Initiative between different countries, and the government will also be participating, private and non-governmental partnership will be there, health system support will be there. Okay, so whenever we write any answer, we should substantiate it with examples. If we are giving examples, then only we will be on edge. Okay. Impact of the initiative. So awareness will be there, right? Awareness will be there. Early screening means less burden of the disease, yes or no? On the economy also, if burden is there, so it is for, it will be disadvantageous for our country also, yes or no? So we can save lives, we can increase screening, vaccination will be promoted, okay? Now, India's role and contribution. Health infrastructure. India's efforts to improve the healthcare infrastructure will align with the initiative, okay? Second is HPV vaccine distribution will be there, and research collaboration. This is India's role in this initiative. Conclusion part. So it reflects the intention of the Quad countries' commitment to addressing health challenges in the Indo-Pacific. So they are maintaining this thing. They are focusing on the health challenges. And then by focusing on the prevention, the initiative aims to build better health system. Okay. Status of rhinos in 2024. Status of rhinos in 2024. Do you guys need a break? Let's complete the topic. Okay, status of rhinos in 2024. World Rhino Day. World Rhino Day 2024, the conservation status of world's 5 rhino species present a mixed outlook. While there are positive trends in Africa, the situation in Asia remains critical. So, it is telling us about the trend also. Africa, it is a positive change, and then Asia, it is negative. Okay. So, what does it mean? Huh? What does it mean? Positive trend in Africa means? Positive trend in Africa means? It is related to? It is very simple, no? Positive trend in Africa means population is not declining, and negative trend in Asia means population is declining. Okay? So, please give attention to these things, meanings, because one question also came was, what is demographic? Tell me this, the meaning of this concept. What do you understand by demographic winter? This was asked. What do you understand? So, this is not stated, this was not stated anywhere. In some article it might come, right? Demographic winter. What is the meaning of demographic winter? Can you guess the concept of demographic winter? This question has come. And is it becoming the trend? So, these kind of questions are coming in mains. What is the concept of demographic winter, and is the world moving towards this? What is demographic winter? Tell me. Find this, huh? It is related to fertility rate, decline in fertility trend. We covered this topic, right? That there is a decline, world level, fertility rates are declining. We have covered, na? Japan, South Korea, current affairs class we have already covered, right? So, fertility rates are on decline. Demographic winter means freezing, yes or no? Right? Freezing or stagnant. And then it is freezing, it is decreasing. Winter means cold also, decrease in temperature. So, now you can understand, no? Make a relation. Demographic winter means declining trend in fertility rates. Okay, so this was the question. So, always try to understand the meaning. Okay. Next is, what is the global overview? So, 5 rhino species are there, very, very important, and their status also, conservation status are also very important. What are these 5 rhino species? Black rhino, white rhino, Indian rhino, and Javan and Sumatran. And the critically endangered, near threatened, vulnerable, critically endangered, and critically endangered. These are the rhinos and their conservation status. Okay. African. Now, it is telling us about 2 trends, African trend and Asian trend. So, you can also use this in your answer. Okay. African is positive and Asian is alarming, decline is there. Positive means total population increase is there. Despite continued poaching, their population is increasing. It has helped boost overall numbers. And then challenges are there. Decline, critically endangered black rhinos faced 1% population decline in Namibia and South Africa. Asia, what is the case? Decline of 33% is there. Breeding males, because they are poaching what? Breeding males. So, declining trend is not, witnessed. Current population, 76 individuals are remaining, and then making the species critically endangered. So, Asia species are critically endangered. Remember this point also. Okay? Their population is declining. Sumatran rhino is what? Critically low numbers are there. The population remains 34 to 47 individual. Habitat loss is there. What is the reason of the decline? Habitat loss and poaching. Okay? Key threats are limited breeding population also. If we are poaching the breeding males, then population will not increase, no? And habitat loss is there and poaching is there. These are the threats. Conservation efforts and solutions. So what we have to do? What we should do? Poaching is there, so we have to take anti-poaching measures, right? Breeding programs, okay, so that we can protect the breeding males. Captive breeding should be there. Protected reserves should be there. International collaboration is needed. Asia, Africa, right? So countries can collaborate and take some initiative, like Cancer Moon Initiative. Public awareness is needed. Very, very important, right? Conclusion part. How will you conclude the topic? Marin, read.
Wildlife efforts to protect biodiversity have yielded some positive outcomes in Africa. The outlook in Asia is increasingly dire, especially for the Javan and Sumatran rhinos.
Solution.
Urgent and sustained conservation efforts are critical to reversing these trends and ensuring the survival of this iconic species.
Okay, so conclusion, solution is also provided. Yes, so this is how you conclude the topic. Now, very important topic, centenary. Centenary of the Indus Valley Civilization discovery. Indus Valley Civilization, Harappan Civilization. Okay, so year 2024 marks the centenary of the discovery of IVC. 1924 it was discovered. This is 2024. In 1924 it was discovered that there was a Indus Valley civilization. There was a big civilization by John Marshall, who was the Director General of Archaeological Survey of India during that time. John Marshall, very important personality. Okay, so Indus Valley civilization becomes very important again. Centenary means what? Centenary means 100 years. 1924, 2024, easy, no? Relate things. 100 years of the founding of Indus Valley civilization. So can the question come from this next year? Will be coming, right? Mains also and prelims also. In mains, this time question came that Rig Vedic and later Vedic period, society and economy. You have to mention the changes that happened in society and economy. Rig Vedic to later Vedic period. So this is 100th year, and Indus Valley civilization is the largest civilization of that time. Largest, even larger than the other civilization, contemporary civilizations. It is the most urbanized civilization. Whatever things we have found, they are most urbanized. The way they were living, it was more structured way of living. So very important. So question will be coming. So prepare yourself for this topic. Okay? Okay, exploring the legacy and mysteries of the Harappan civilization. Now it is called, Indian government has taken this initiative that it will be called a Sindhu Saraswati civilization. Indus Valley civilization will be called Saraswati civilization. Okay? There are many names given, different names are given to this civilization. Okay? Now, discovery timeline. First announcement. First site that was discovered was, what site was discovered first? Harappa. Okay? So it was called Harappan civilization. It is called Harappan civilization also. So Harappa was the first site in 1921-22. Second was Mohenjo-daro 1900. After Harappa, Mohenjo-daro was a site, and there are many different sites. Okay? So first announcement was in 1924. Sorry. Initial excavations by R.D. Sahani, and then who were the people who discovered Harappa? Dayaram Sani, D.R. Sani, and Mohenjo-daro R.D. Banerjee. Okay, so these people discovered. And then time frame is also very important. Civilization thrived from 3200 BC. You should have a round figure in your mind. Not every number you have to remember, but at least if you remember this 3200 and 1500 BC, this will be good. And what was the area that it Covered was 1.5 million square kilometer. This data is important. If you can remember this data, it will be good for you. Okay. Characteristics are what? Urbanized kind of planning was there, right? Two different settlements were there, like urban town was there, lower town was there, right? Cities were there, renowned for its advanced urban town planning, okay? Many cities we find that the cities were in, they were divided in two parts and in three parts also, okay? Next is grid pattern streets are there, and drainage system was very well planned, drainage system. So when you will cover the history chapter, then you will understand the details of the civilization. So this is northwest of India. This is the timeline. Early phase is there, mature phase is there, and then late phase is there. Early phase means that the very few settlements that started early time, okay? Early sites were Kalibangan, Dholavira, Harappa, Balkot, Amri, Kot Diji and Gumla, and then mature phase where we see the highest level of urbanization, and then the decline started. Okay, so this is the highest level of development, and then we see the decline. Okay, this is the extent of the Harappan civilization. Extent is also very important. The northernmost site was Manda in Jammu, western site Sutka, Gendor, eastern site Alamgirpur, and Malwan is the Gujarat southern site. And then there was one more extent was there, which is in where? Northwest. Wow, this whole side was in northwest. Which is the northwesternmost site of Harappan civilization? So one simple kind of question that they will give is extent of the civilization. Northernmost site was this. The important sites are very, very significant for us to remember the names. Northmost extent is this, east extent is this. So what is the northernmost extent? Northwestern extent is Afghanistan. It is in Afghanistan. It is in Afghanistan. So how many countries did it cover? India, Pakistan and Afghanistan. Okay? Architecture. So they used baked brick houses in cities. Okay? Public bath was also there. We find many things are related to art and architecture. And then craftsmanship, skilled. They were very skilled professionals in handicrafts. And then advanced technology in metallurgy. They were using lost wax technique also, right? And then water management was very efficient, elaborate drainage and water supply management, sanitary, and then geographical distribution was also. So Indus river basins and the Ghaggar-Hakra river. It covered northeast Afghanistan, much of Pakistan and northwestern India. Afghanistan, Pakistan and northwestern India. Contribution and significance. We are still researching about this civilization, and then historical impact is what? It fills crucial gap in South Asian history. So if question comes, what is the significance of the Harappan civilization? What will you write? These things they will write, okay? Contribution of the IVC rival those of other ancient civilizations. So it was highly advanced than the other civilization. It fills crucial gap in South Asian history. Ongoing research is also there. Next is mysteries of Indus Valley civilization. The decline is a mystery. So we are only guessing that it may be the reason. Disease may be the reason. Yes, what happened? Okay. So mysteries are also there. Okay. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next class. Like, share and subscribe.